They will know, they will catch you. You cannot just come in and stay longer than 90 days. You're dealing with the Croatian government. Lucky you. With This Croatian Life, and so excited that you tuned into my video today, the first part of a three-part series on how to move to Croatia. In this first video today, you are going to learn roughly the legalities and how to find a job, where to start looking for that. So I just want to jump right into the video and start with some disclaimers. First disclaimer, I am by no means a legal advisor. Don't have a background in law, definitely don't have a background in Croatian law, so please take this all basically as a tiny grain of salt and make sure that you do your research. I'm going to try to provide as much links and information down below in the description box so that way you have some resources. However, of course, do your research. Always do your research, doesn't matter what anybody says. That's why you have the internet, people. Other things that you need to know as I move forward in this video. Croatia is in the EU, so it's much easier for EU citizens to move here. I really am mostly trying to talk to those of you who are not from a EEA, which basically means European Economic Area country, okay? I'm also going to be making this video keeping in mind that it's likely you will move to Zagreb, which is the capital and largest city. However, there's lots of foreigners and lots of expats who have moved all over the country, into Dalmatia, into Slavonia, Istria, all of that good stuff. I'm going to be basing some of my knowledge on experiences that I've had here in the Zagreb area. You are going to want to try to contact wherever it is you're moving, their local state office, or find someone, or I hope you have a connection that can tell you a little bit more about what it looks like, because it does vary city to city. I learned that the hard way. And when it comes to legalities, you will be dealing with two main offices in Croatia. Those two offices are going to be your local police station and your local registrar. Please do not think that you're going to be dealing with your embassy to be able to work and live in Croatia. That's not what's gonna happen. If you're getting married here, you will be going to the embassy. It's what I had to do to get the approval from the United States government. Yeah, no, you're not dealing with your embassy, you're dealing with the Croatian government. Lucky you. All right, we're gonna do this fast. This is gonna be a lot of information. Granting legal stays. I compiled this from the internet. I'm gonna put the links down below, but I do just wanna bust it out here in a video so that way if you're new, if you're considering this, you just get the quick rundown. First type of stay that you have in Croatia is a short-term stay, which is essentially a travel visa. Most foreign nationals have up to 90 days in a 180-day period. You can stay in Croatia up to 90 days within 6 months. Then you need to leave and you need to wait another 6 months before you can re-enter again for another 90 days. Nationals of an EEA member state, if you're intending to stay longer than 3 months, you're allowed to do that, but you do need to register the place where you're going to stay no later than 8 days before the end of your 3-month stay. Basically, by the 82nd day that you are staying in Croatia, if you're from an EEA member state, register your temporary residence. After that, a certification of your registered residence will be issued. When it comes to work for an EU citizens can work anywhere in the EU. That's the beauty of the EU, and you don't need a work permit to do that. I did read that some restrictions may apply, so there is a link down below, something that you should really check in on, because I really just don't know from country to country what the restrictions are. So just do yourself a favor, cover all your bases, and check the link below. A third type of stay in the country of Croatia is for highly qualified third country nationals. What is a third country national? A third country national is basically any person who is applying for a visa in a country that is not their origin country. So a highly qualified third country national can apply for an EU blue card, which is something similar to a US green card. Now, I don't have all the details on this because I'm not actually familiar with this version of residency and ability to stay in Croatia. So I'm just gonna give you the basics and I'm gonna link it down below, because if you think that you are a highly qualified third country national, it's something to consider. And basically, the bare requirements of a highly qualified third country national, whoo, huge mouthful, are non-EU citizenship, educated or professionally experienced, and an employment contract or a binding employment contract. If you think that you're one of those people, check the link below and get more information for yourself. So this is what I think is going to be the biggest reason of stay in Croatia. And this option is basically any other third country national. You can come if you are a third country national for the following reasons: family, college, scientific research, humanitarian reasons, or work, which we kind of discussed in the last reason of staying in Croatia, or the EU blue card. Family doesn't just mean blood relatives or ancestry, it can also mean a husband or wife or partner. I also think it might be good here to acknowledge same-sex couples. You can enter into a civil partnership that is valid for someone to stay in the country of Croatia. And the last type or reason someone might stay in Croatia is a non-EEA citizen, but that citizen has residency in an EU country. So I'm guessing that would be something like an American who lives in Spain. He has residency there and now he wants to up and move to Croatia. I really don't know. I haven't heard much about this one, but it is an option. More information on that also in the link down below, okay? If that's your situation, definitely take a look at that. So now we've talked about the different ways to stay in Croatia. I do need to say a couple words of advice. Do not think that you can come and stay in Croatia illegally. I know that it is not as rule or law abiding as Germany or the US. However, you cannot just come in and stay longer than 90 days. They will know, they will catch you. If you think that you can stay 100 days and leave and then come back, it's not going to happen. I'm not saying that from personal experience per se, but I will tell you that I had gone through the border and is my nose itch. And you know, I had played everything by the books, all the rules. I never stayed illegally, nothing like that. However, they did know that I had entered the country at this time, and it's all in the systems. It's all there. So please don't think that that is something that you can do. I'm not saying this because it's right or it's wrong. I'm saying this for your sake. It's really, really not something that you want to do. So have a backup plan for if things aren't going the way that you want. However, if you don't want to do that and you know that you want to work, you want to get your residency and you want to hash it all out maybe before you come or within that 90-day period that you're going to be here on your travel visa, work. Basically, to work in Croatia, you need to either A, have a company who wants to hire you, or B, be married. Here are the places that you can look for if you are a foreign national who wants to come to Croatia. First place I'm going to recommend is LinkedIn. It's how I found one of my previous jobs here. A lot of companies in Croatia, especially for English speakers, that are posting jobs on LinkedIn. So get your LinkedIn tailored up and be checking that. Second place that you should definitely look is Facebook. Facebook expat group and Facebook digital nomads groups. I've also heard Glassdoor has offers online. And the fourth most important thing that I am going to stress about looking for work, if you're coming here not for a job, because of a partner, because of love, I'm going to tell you, please, please, please try to find something remote. Try to keep your euro or your dollar or your Great British pound or whatever currency it is that you are on. If it is going to be better and stronger than here in Croatia, please, please try to find something remote. It's what I wish that I would have done, but I didn't. That's why I suggested the Digital Nomads Facebook group. Good news is, if you're already married, you can work anywhere in Croatia. So if you're married to a Croatian, apply for your residency permit, get here with the residency permit, basically comes the ability to work anywhere in the country. If a company wants to hire you, which I do not have experience, but from what I have read, is the process looks something like this. You obtain an employment visa after you've applied with a couple certain documents, one of those being your employment contract or your binding employment offer. Then you arrive to Croatia and you go to your local police station where you register your residency and you apply for your residence permit. After you have that, then you apply for your work permit. That's roughly how I understand it. However, I do not have experience, and please know that no matter what I have told you, the system, the process can shift and change at any point in time. So again, I'm giving you a rough estimate here, but it's going to include these things. Please try to find a contact or make sure that you have a trusted source here in Croatia who is going to help you through this process. Lastly, speaking of finding a job in Croatia, my friend who is a blogger in Belgrade has an amazing blog article on how to find a job in the Balkans. I'm going to link it down below. If you want further information, stay tuned for the next video where I am going to talk about the language in Croatia, living in Croatia, and land, infrastructure, buses, trains, trams, airplanes, all that good stuff. So, we'll see you next time. Vidimo se uskoro. Bog!